Three Republicans are running for St. Charles County Executive, and tonight, for the first time, they debate ahead of the August primary. We're not going to recite their talking points to you. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, actually pinned all three down.
Yeah, it's the Republican primary that effectively picks the next county executive. The vote's August 4th, and tonight these three square off at Lindenwood University. Now, the easy version of this story is incumbent versus two challengers, but the real version is a bit more interesting. There's a guy who said he wasn't retiring, or was retiring and isn't, rather. A guy famous for a flamethrower, and a guy still trying to introduce himself to voters. The stage is set. Now comes a defining moment.
These are great places to meet the candidates face to face.
One face is familiar. He's betting you know him and like him because you've elected him before.
The issue, of course, is experience.
Steve Ellman's got a lot of that, so much he thought about retirement, told voters he wouldn't run again. He is, in fact, running again with this explanation.
I felt like I was abandoning at a time when politics still needed someone who thought those sorts of values are important.
Ellman's opponents have a sharper version of that explanation.
The second longest running politician in Missouri history is a long time. He's institutionalized, and he's not a bad guy, but we need fresh new leadership.
When you've been in office since before the turn of the century, sometimes it's hard to let go.
For years, the selling point here was growth. The two challengers want you to believe the glory days are over, and the guy who's run the place for 2 decades let it happen.
It's been slowing down. We used to be leading the state in population growth. Now we're down to 17th out of 116 counties.
The incumbent doesn't buy Bill Eigle's decline story. He built 2 decades on growth. The real fight isn't whether St. Charles is shrinking, but how it grows next. One man wants to spark growth by subtracting. Jason Law came in with the splashiest idea in the race.
We need to sell the family arena, and we need to sell the horse barn in Lake St. Louis.
The county bought that horse park 2 years ago from a family that took less money to keep it from becoming housing. How do you sell those 54 acres to someone without becoming the man who paves over them?
We can sell to a private entity. We're going to lose money, but we're going to make it up on the back end and in the future, and we're going to give that tax money back.
Law calls them money losers, describing a $40 million hole at the arena alone. All three promise ways to lower property taxes. The one big builder promising to do that these days? Data centers.
I'm not interested and I'm opposed to these data centers coming in.
Ellman says he and his team are studying data centers as an issue, but his default answer?
When in doubt, don't.
A lot of details there. One thing to watch for tonight at the debate, it's free to go, by the way. Look for Steve Ellman to throw down a gauntlet and challenge the other two not to run for any other higher office during their full 4-year term. Given where some folks think this race actually points, maybe another run for governor. Keep an eye on who takes that deal and who suddenly needs a glass of water.